in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're running. Ingram. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Slam. Hey, alert 3.
25.
Checking. Crash. Check.
Touch 50.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They keep it with Penny on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Check 43. Switch.
Hey, alert.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson dancing to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson on first down, being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Going to throw again. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Wilson now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch. What's the end? Shoot.
36 power.
Check 3.
Zebra. Hey, easy, punt.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sets up fourth down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Out. 3 down. Out.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Easy.
Check 37.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tomahawk Becco racks up the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On the draw, this is Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means they're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And a Raven first down.
Here we go. 15 runners. 54. Courage. Tighten up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Run left.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
From the 25 on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just did one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. And
that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
What?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Double
tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Room here to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
46 is right there.
Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyus Bowser, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. Hey, check. Line 54. Line 54.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it